I'm not going to beat it around the bush with all of you Raptor fans. Thank God the Orlando Magic are a thing. Because, man, the way the Raptors have played first halves in the last 2 games going into today, they needed to play an Orlando Magic. And it showed on the court today. The Raptors go out there tonight and they do what they're supposed to do. Beat the living snot out of a team that's really bad. 121-108. And are now 12-11 on the season. And more importantly, they get back in the win column. And the good vibes start flowing. We saw some really good performances today. OG was phenomenal. Scotty Barnes looked like Scotty Barnes. And I'll talk about him in a little bit, including one of the clip I'm going to use for this one. Fred VanVleet, shot still ain't falling the way we want it to go. Did shoot 3 of 8 from 3, though. And Pascal Siakam. I mean, what more can we say? There's really not much. This video might not be insanely long because the fellas just did what they were supposed to do. Beat the living crap out of a team that is as bad as the Orlando Magic. First quarter, which has been a house of horrors for the Raptors, and obviously being on the road as well. They win it by 14, 36-22. And we're like, oh, that's what it feels like to win a quarter by more than 5. A meaningful quarter. In the second quarter, you win it by 2, 28-26. The third quarter, 30-25. And you're already up a bunch. Yeah, you lose the fourth quarter by 8, 35-27. But the game was never in question anyways. To the point where the Raptors' biggest lead in this game was 33. And the Magic biggest lead, 1. The Raptors dominated. They had possession basically the entire game. It never felt at all like this game was in question at any point in the game. And they did what they were supposed to do. And I may say that a few times in this video because I want to make it very clear that I'm not here to hype up these guys and say after a win against the Orlando Magic, they're going to get Larry O.B., right? Because obviously that's not the case. But let's get to these player stats because you know what? That's what we want to talk about. And we'll start with Scotty Barnes. He's been a talking point now for quite a while. The effort, I talked about it in the last video. I was very animated about it. About him not looking right, the decision-making not looking right, his health, whatever knee, ankle thing he's dealing with. And he's limping off, barely putting any weight, goes back to the locker room and comes back and finishes the game. And I'm like, dude, please don't break yourself. And he goes out there today and puts in an A-grade effort. Shows us what Scotty showed us last season. Effort. Whether it was on the offensive glass, defensive glass. How many shots of his today were in the paint? He didn't make a 3 today. So all of his shots were either mid-range or a little hook shot or little push shot bunnies. But one play in particular just reminded me of what Scotty can do for us. In that first quarter, Pascal takes a 3, goes off the rim. But who's attacking this rebound? Scotty Barnes goes up there with one hand, pulls it down, goes up, throws it down. And I'm like, the awareness to get into the paint, get under the ball, get the ball with one hand, and then go right back up. Don't try and be too cute and kick it out to Fred for 3 or a no-look between the legs pass or over the head pass. No, you get the rebound. There's a clean lane. Throw it down. And he did, and it was a nice play. It doesn't seem like much on the highlight reel, but it's Scotty getting an offensive rebound on the putback. How damn dynamite was he last year at doing that? And he was doing that all game long. And I loved what we saw. 17 points for Scotty. 14 rebounds. 4 assists in the game. 2 of them were just downright sexy. Like, just downright. Just see him in the paint. 2-hand pass. Over that bang. Right to the chest. Leads to a dunk, I think it was. And there was another one. I think it was a one-handed pass. Crossed court to OG. Right into the pocket for 3. And he drills it. Just gorgeous plays from Scotty. He looked like the Scotty Barnes we've all fallen in love with. Getting all these scrappy buckets, right? Getting all these little bunny push shots or hook shots in the paint. That was Scotty, man. That was him today, finishing an and 1 as well. I thought he was fantastic. And he also had 2 steals and a block and was a plus 34. Scotty was great. Fred VanVleet, as I mentioned off the top, the shot really isn't falling for him still. At times, he obviously had 3 of 8 from 3. Excuse me, guys. 13 points in the game for Fred. 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 of 11 from the field. 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 of 8 from distance. He had 3 steals. Just something still seems to tick off with Fred, and we're all just kind of waiting for him to figure it out. Because there's no other option here. There really isn't. I did think Malachi had a really good garbage time. I mean, it's so frustrating to watch him not get time. But then when he gets extended time and he doesn't play well, we're like, oh, okay, maybe that's why, right? Let's get to the 2 MVPs of this game, though. Love Scotty, love what he did. Fred, drilled 3 threes, 3 of the 9 threes in the game. But OG and Pascal. OG was absolutely outstanding. Efficient, aggressive, strong to the tin, got to the free throw line 8 times, ended the game with 32 points, couple boards, 4 assists, shot 12 of 17, 6 of 8 from the line, 2 of 4 from distance, and of course it's OG, so he's going to sprinkle in 3 steals. Remarkable game for the young OG. Outstanding. Again, I know, it's Orlando. But who cares? Pascal Siakam, like I said off the top. What more can we say? In a game where we're all talking about OG, right? And dropping 32 and shooting insanely efficient, having 3 steals, being all over the place in this game. And then you scroll down the Pascal stat line, you're like, well, hold up. 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 10 assists on 9 of... was that 15? I can't even read my own writing. I think it's 9 of 15 shooting. Like, efficient as hell. and in 7 of 7 from the line, 1 of 4 from 3, but had 3 steals in the game. Pascal was downright incredible as well. And it's just, what you're going to get every night from Pascal Siakam. Let me check that right. 9 of 15 from the field. So, he was two rebounds away from another triple-double. OG gave you 32. Scotty gave you a 17 and 14 double-double. That's great. Albeit your bench didn't give you much. Gary struggled shooting the 3, but I do really love one play in this game from him. And this is before we go to the team stats. I wanted to bring up this about Gary. There was one play, right? Swing. Usually when it's swinging around, Gary takes the 3. I don't know if he felt like the shot wasn't falling, so he wanted to try something else. But he gets it off the first pass. And instead of taking that shot, he dished it to the corner, who drills a 3. And I'm like, Gary, the unselfish, you're not feeling your shot, but he makes the extra pass to get a great shot, and they make a 3. It's beautiful. I love it. Just a small thing I wanted to say about Gary Trent. Team stats. They still shot 49% from the field and 39% from 3. Right. So there's still that question mark, and 81% from the line. You look at all those numbers, you're like, damn, Orlando played pretty well. Yeah, 108 points. They didn't do too bad. Albeit, 35 and, I'd say a few of that was in garbage time, right? But the Raptors shot 56% from the field, man. They were just really efficient inside the three-point arc. I was really impressed there. 31% from 3. Again, we still want to see that number rise. And it's painful when it doesn't. But we all know this Raptor team is just not a really good three-point shooter. So when they get the three-point shooting in a game, they usually dominate a team. They also shot 72% from the free throw line. Not too shabby. But this is where they dominated. Was the rebounding. 43-29. 12-5 in the offensive boards. And 17-5 in second chance points. They dominated. And points in the paint. Obviously, you weren't shooting them well from 3. So you get in the paint. And the Raptors won the points in the paint battle. 70-46. Yeah. Domination. Also, Raptors shockingly turned the ball over more than the Orlando Magic. 16-15. What? That's not Raptor basketball. But you know what else I love? 31 assists. The ball was humming all game long. And it led to 121 points. When you're not having the ball stick and play iso ball, or not have any shooters on the floor, and just Gary, or just Fred, or just OG, you just can't do that. When you have extra playmakers, you got 31 assists. Albeit 10 of those were Pascal, but who cares? Really nice job there for the fellas. And like I said, they did what they were supposed to do. The next team for the Raptors, on the complete opposite side of the spectrum to the Orlando Magic. You play possibly the NBA favorites, NBA Finals, NBA champion favorites, in the Boston Celtics at Scotiabank Arena on Monday nights, a 7:30 tip-off. Look, we all know, if you really know basketball, you know that the top-notch teams in this league right now are the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics. We have not played either of them. We've played a lot of the other teams. We've played Philly, we've played Brooklyn, we've played Atlanta, we've played all these other guys. We haven't played those two. And I wouldn't say it's a measuring stick game, but it's kind of like a, hey, can we hang around with them type game? And I'd like to see this. The Raptors have been great at home. Let's see how they do it against Boston on Monday night. 7:30 tip-off there, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed just feeling a win, smack that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like? From today's game for the Toronto Raptors, the Twitter and Instagram link are down in the description, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. The Discord link is down in the description, so follow up there, message up, do all that fantastic stuff on Discord. Now I'll talk to you guys Tuesday night as the Leafs are in Dallas taking on the Stars. 8:30 puck drop there. And as for the Raptors, they're back in action on Monday night as they host the Boston Celtics at Scotiabank Arena. 7:30 tip-off there. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the game tonight. I'll talk to you guys then.